Hi y'all, it's Jo with Jo and Coaching, and today we're going to deep dive into the topic, how hiring a VA changed my life as a realtor and real estate agent. In the last video, I talked about all of my systems that I have in place, not all of them, but the big systems that are in place in my business today that changed my business, and one of them was hiring a virtual assistant. So today I want to dive in, what does my virtual assistant do for me? So my virtual assistant, her name is Amira, and her husband's name is Mark, and they are the two most dedicated, genuine, kind, amazing people in the whole entire world. And I don't know if other Mark and Amiras exist out there, but I would like to hope they do because, you know, we all want to have these good thoughts about humankind. And they are in the Philippines. The great thing about a virtual assistant in the Philippines is that you can hire them between $3 and $5 an hour, and that might seem sad for you, but their cost of living is really low, and they're able to work from home, and this is something a lot of people that live over there really seek out and really love. So my virtual assistant actually had no experience when I hired her. I can't even remember my exact thought process, but I got thousands of applications. It might have been hundreds, but I got tons of applications after I put out an ad on the website that I use. And I have a link down below to how to hire a VA ebook that you can purchase. And I don't even remember my thought process, but I got in all these applications. I not funneled through them, but I sorted through them, and anything that stood out to me, I copied. And so they would send you a message most likely with their like resume, and anyone that impressed me, I would send them kind of like a generic message with questions. And I would also look at all their links if they had portfolio links, and I would dive really deep trying to find someone that matched my personality. And so I would copy and paste a message to all of them, and then I would wait for the response. And if their grammar was at the level I was looking for, then I set up a face-to-face. And I might have talked back and forth with a whole bunch of them, but I also made sure that the hourly that I was providing in my job ad was the hourly they were looking for in their personal profile. I think that's the number one key for finding someone that's going to be happy and long-term in your job. Some people have a lot of experience and they're expecting a really high dollar in comparison to everyone else, and that's totally justified. But if they were applying for a lower amount, but they really wanted a higher amount, I know they're not going to be long-term, and I know they're not going to be happy. Keep in mind, there are some virtual assistants out there that aren't going to be the right fit for you because they're not honest, and there are some out there that are trying to scam you. So I did hire two, and the first one I hired ended up not really working out and had some big excuse. I paid her for the first week and then never talked to her ever again. And then Amira was the other one. And Amira ended up being like the most amazing blessing I've ever found in my whole entire life. And then after a while, I was talking about how we needed someone else, and she was like, my husband. And so that's why I have Mark and Amira now. But I want to dive into what they do for me exactly. So I'm Jordan Schlacey, and my brokerage, my real estate brokerage, is called Jo & Co. It's here in the Houston suburbs, and I am a content first marketer. So I create massive amounts of content, put it out on the internet, syndicate it with my syndication method, and I attract my ideal client. So I have millions of clients, not millions of clients, but millions of people seeing my content every single month. And this has been a game changer for my business. So in 2019, I had no online presence except like a Yelp profile. That year I generated $300,000 GCI. Selling like $250,000 to $350,000 houses was my main price point. Fast forward to 2022, I have built out this really robust system, and like everything's amazing. Like this really robust, I don't know what word to say, but really good business. And I was able to generate $900,000 GCI in 2022. This year has slowed down a little bit, but I think because of the systems I put in place, I will net about the same amount of money. I didn't waste very much money. I've figured a lot out in the last few years, and so that was really exciting. In 2022, I wasted a lot of money farming that didn't have a return for me, and so that's why I'm saying like my GCI is going to be way less, but my net is going to be very similar. And so we create massive amounts of content. Pretty sure we create more content than any other like solo real estate agent and brokerage, with the exception of maybe Ryan Serhant. I have no idea, but we definitely create massive amounts of content, more content than anyone else in the Houston suburbs, and we're really proud of that. And the reason why we've been able to do that was because of the virtual assistants. So we will create reels, blog posts, YouTube videos, and then social media posts, but all of this goes out on like 10, 12 different platforms, and that's why we're able to create more content than anyone else. It's mostly because of our syndication method, but we're crazy people. So we create every Monday, so this is exactly what Mark and Amira do. Every Monday, they create, I have it written down somewhere else, they create, I think about 60 market updates for 60 different neighborhoods and zip codes. And we have it broken up so they do half on one Monday and half on the other Monday. So it's every other Monday they're doing the same neighborhoods. And we do like legit market updates with a really pretty graphic, and we fill in the bubbles, and then we write, we use 2 different lenders to help us with some of this content, and then we generate our own opinion. And so you'll see like national, local, and then Jordan's opinion, and I call it like my 2 cents or my perspective. It just depends, like if I did it on Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, kind of like what my feelings are. But so the market updates are really big. That is, I mean, that's hundreds of pieces of content on Monday, and then we're sharing it to other websites. We're making social media posts for it. That's been a game changer for us, because a lot of people, so think SEO, neighborhood name, real estate name, real estate market. So like my name, real estate market, neighborhood name. We have thousands of pieces of content on the internet now. And so we are proving, not accountability. We are, you know the word I'm trying to think of. It's on the tip of my tongue. But we are establishing market knowledge, but we are establishing, what's the word? Like what we're known for, according to Google. So it's real estate, it's neighborhood name, it's zip code, it's my name. Like we are creating a lot of, not accountability. It's like the word clout. You know what I'm trying to say right now. I'm going to move on. So market updates is really big for us. Something brand new we just started in the last 2 months is we're doing builder name, incentives, and city. So that's a big template we have going on right now. We call these, I've heard someone call them like campaigns. We call them series, but it's something we're doing every single month. Our goal is to put it out on the first of the month to let people know what incentives builders are offering right now. So here in the Houston suburbs, we have tons of new construction. I'm supposed to leave my house in 6 minutes. We're going to Dallas for a pickleball tournament. And I can hear my husband opening the door. I'm all packed, like a pat on the back. But so the market updates, the builders, new construction incentives. So in Houston, we have tons of new construction opportunities, like hundreds and hundreds of opportunities. There's like thousands of houses on the internet in my area that are new construction right now. Like we are not having an inventory problem. And we also talk about school districts. So we have lots of series on school districts, and right now we're doing specific schools. Over a year ago, we wrote a blog post for every single neighborhood I could think of. We are really, really heavy into blog content. So number 1 is blog content. They help me with blog content. Number 2 is they help me syndicate all of this to my other websites. So I have some other websites. I have my byjoandco.com. I have that website. And then I also have my search.byjoandco.com. And then after that, I have some other things that I don't like to talk about everything I have going on, but then we have all of our social media platforms. So I've never counted, but I always tease of like, yeah, we write it and then we syndicate it to 12 different platforms. But we do have like, Instagram is really big for us. I love sharing the blog posts I wrote on my story. Pinterest is huge for us. LinkedIn is big for us. Google My Business is huge for us. Those would probably be the top 4. Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube is big. And I think You just heard all of them. And so content syndication is the number one thing they do for us. So blogs and blog templates, they help me with that. Content syndication, whether it's social media. Another really big thing they do for us is we will upload a reel. They will download the reel, or we'll upload a YouTube short and they'll download the YouTube short, and then they'll syndicate it to all the other platforms where you would see short form video. I personally, in Joe and Coaching, I'm uploading some short form to LinkedIn, but the majority of the websites are going to be Pinterest, YouTube as a short, and Instagram as a reel. And then also you're going to see it on Facebook. So everything that's on Instagram is going to be on Facebook. But we create at least 3 static posts on every single, if they allow static, but 3 static posts on every single social media platform. So that's been really big for us. They do help me on some back-end things. I can ask them to add something to my calendar. I can ask them to, I haven't really leaned into it, but technically they could help me with an amendment and send that out as long as I checked it. They could help me with contracts. My virtual assistants, we're trying, right this second, we're changing our hours, but they will be available for me any hour I ask them to. So they change their sleep schedule. I just asked Amira, like, when do you want to sleep? So it's been well over a year. I'm like, when do you want to sleep? And she told me, like, just yesterday when she wants to sleep. I'm like, please sleep those hours and you can work, like, whenever you want. And so we're changing that. And then Mark is going to be available, like that 8 to 5. But I like to chit chat with Amira. I like to brainstorm with her. I love her input. She's really good at coming up with things I didn't think of, just because I'm just like so narrow, and she sees it like overhead because she doesn't have like the stress or the pressure or the overwhelm that I experience in my big built out business. And so that's been huge for me. Just having a friend that kind of knows everything has been really big for me. She sees everything, and she's just a really good person at the end of the day. So that is exactly how they help me. I don't think I left anything off, but again, if you look down below, there's going to be a link to how to hire and train a virtual assistant. And if you are looking to have your omnipresence marketing built out, we are offering that. So there is a link to the questionnaire down below if you want to get started on that and learn what that price point is. But again, this is Joe with Joe and Coaching. And if you don't know, I don't know what platform you're listening to this on, but we are using the same video and audio on 3 different platforms. So you have Apple Podcasts, and that would be audio. You have Spotify, which is a video podcast, so you can watch video and audio. And then you have YouTube. So hopefully you are subscribed in your favorite location. But yeah, I hope you're having a good day. I need to like memorize what I want to say at the end of the video. But if you know me at all, you know I pretty much talk off the cuff and I chit chat with y'all. My goal really is to provide and share with you all of my knowledge, so you can either DIY it yourself, or I can establish that one word I can't remember. You're an industry expert. So you're becoming an expert because you're known for something, for omnipresence marketing, therefore you'll hire me. So I hope you're having a good day. I'm off to Dallas. I love y'all. Bye.